Hey, I thought I'd get some quick Aztez gameplay out. I've been following this game for a while, but I didn't get into the beta until about 20 minutes before it went live. I've been talking to the developers for a while, gave them some tips about Keymailer. I told them that I could vouch for it since I've gotten a lot of the indie games you've seen in the past few months have been from Keymailer. So I told them about that. They were nice enough to give me a key. One stipulation I should say is that I'm not good at this game yet. The beta testers apparently have been playing it for quite some time. Some of them said they had like 100 hours on it or something. The game has a lot to it. The mechanics are very deep. The enemies are pretty deep as well. It's not the kind of game where you can just button mash. Like, I've gotten by on just basic beat 'em up character action game knowledge, but there's a lot to learn with the enemies. I don't even know how to like parry most of the attacks yet, so it's going to take some time. So I'm going to be playing this quite a bit. The campaign mode is like it's like a turn-based strategy beat 'em up hybrid. It's actually pretty interesting. It's coming from somebody who doesn't normally play those games. I used to play Warcraft and Starcraft when I was in middle school, but I quickly learned that those games were not for me. Hence why I play all the stuff I play on here. It is pretty fun. It's pretty simple to understand. If you're good enough at the game, you don't really have to make too many decisions. I think I got to turn 11 on my first run ever, like my first playthrough. I think that's pretty far. I actually unlocked 2 weapons. I got a bunch of the finishers as well. So you do have to have some decision making, but it's not too different from beat 'em ups. You have to make some pretty fast decisions in beat 'em ups as well, unless you get killed. So it works pretty well. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play through a little bit of the arena. Now they give you a training. There's a full tutorial in this. You're pretty much told all the base mechanics. You can go back to it again if you want, which is pretty nice. We've been clamoring for stuff like that, pretty much begging developers to do stuff like that for a long time. You also have a training mode, so you have all the resources to get good at the game just from playing, which is nice. You don't have to like go to an external channel like me to learn that stuff. You can pretty much just go through it, kind of like a fighting game. So you have 55 Bloody Palace levels. I think I only got up to like level 8 or something. Yeah, I only got up to level 7. So I'm going to go through a couple of these here. You have a full loadout. You unlock the first 2 weapons, or first 2 extra weapons pretty quickly. And then after that, I hear that the last 4 are pretty difficult to unlock. So you do have a reason to play through the campaign. You do get unlocks from there. You get your god finishers, and you get your extra weapons. So I don't know how long that takes. I've heard from the Discord that it takes quite a while to get to that point. So far I like the sword the most. I haven't tried the club yet. The spear is pretty fun. The knife is pretty unorthodox. I'd probably have to put some more time into that. There's a little weapon switch combo. What's really cool about this game is that it's going to be coming to PS4 and Vita. Sure, the Vita doesn't really have too many big games coming out at all at this point. So the fact that we're getting a game like this on there is going to be pretty cool. The weapon switches have attacks. They're kind of like what you've seen me do with the hero class on PSO2 for the past week. When you switch, you get an attack from it, so you can continue the combo that way. Still learning the weapons. So the enemies are actually pretty diverse. They have really diverse attacks. I'm still learning how the blocking works. I don't think you have omnidirectional blocking in this game. I think you just have like a kind of regular blocking where you have to block from the right side. There's parries, there's parry finishers, there's also a crowd control parry finisher as well. I encountered some conquistadors that didn't stagger right away, so I got kind of thrown off by that. So the blood on the ground is not just gore, it is actually there for a mechanic. If you push L2, you absorb all the blood, and when you fill up the meter, you can summon a finisher. And the finishers here, you can change. As you can see, that first run I unlocked most of them. I only have one left. I don't even know what they do yet. I'm still kind of getting used to the absorption mechanic, but you can cancel at any time. So say you knock an enemy away during an air combo, you can use that little brief respite to kind of absorb all the blood and try to get a finisher going. Like that. I'm sorry this isn't high-level gameplay. This actually is like a legit beat-em-up where you can't just mash buttons and master it. You have to like really learn the movesets. Luckily there is like a full training mode in the game, and they also are nice enough to tell you all the mechanics without any, you know, crazy stuff hidden. You know, there's properties to the moves, so much like any really respectable, stylish action game, it's going to take a while to learn the movesets and the weapons, and since you can switch between 4 of them at once, there's quite a bit of depth here, and I've only been playing for about an hour. There's actually some high-level gameplay that's already been produced. I'm going to try to link to that in the description. Hopefully I can get to that point eventually, but a lot of those guys have dozens, if not like 100 hours on the game. So that should be a good testament to how much depth there is. They've actually been talking to the character action game community. I know that they've improved the game quite a bit. I guess I was just never approached at some point, but I managed to get a code from them, which is really nice of them. So I'm going to be playing this a lot throughout the week, probably as long as I can. I definitely will be supporting them by buying the game on Vita. I think it's really cool that this is going to be coming to Vita. I'm pretty sure it should be able to handle a pretty consistent frame rate. I don't have any inside information or anything, but I'll be doing a port review series on that when the time comes. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and practice. I'll probably put up some campaign mode gameplay in the near future, probably as soon as tomorrow. Peace.